Morning erections don't vanish because you hit a certain age. There is usually a simple reason and it's fixable. So in this video, I'm going to show you the real reason morning erections stop, 3 things that are silently making it worse, and the exact fix I've used with hundreds of men to wake up hard again. So first, let me show you why they stop, because once you understand this, you will never look at morning erections in the same way again. We wake up, we feel the sun hitting our skin, we stretch and reach down to check, and nothing. Our man downstairs feels dead. And in a split second, we start thinking, I'm not hard, something is wrong with me, is something wrong with my body? For morning erections to be there, our body has to complete a specific cycle at least 4 to 6 times overnight. And when this is cut short, our morning erections won't happen. So let me show you exactly what this cycle is. So I want you to start by picturing something, a rectangle. I know you thought it would be something more exciting, but understanding this rectangle determines whether you wake up hard or not. So that makes it a pretty important rectangle. First, let's look at the length. So imagine this represents the length of sleep. This is the first out of 3 critical parts. We're saying between 4 to 5 hours means short, 6 to 7 hours is decent, 8+ hours is optimal. We said that cycle has to happen at least 4 to 6 times overnight. So the length of sleep determines how many times the cycle is able to happen. Put simply, less length means less cycles. So step 1 is simple. Start tracking your sleep length. Is it short? Is it decent? Is it optimal? Personally, I use a Whoop strap to do this, but there are many different options out there. The point is this: if you're living in the short zone, your morning erections do not even get a chance. If your sleep length is fine, then without understanding these next 2 parts, you'll still be waking up soft. And by the way, maybe you're thinking, Shay, I know it's not my body, it's my mind. Then towards the end of this, you will see exactly how to get the mindset part sorted. Okay, so for step 2, we're now measuring the depth. Imagine this as your depth of sleep. And here's where it gets interesting, because erections don't randomly happen in our sleep. They happen at a very specific part. It's when our body enters a restoration stage. Scientifically, it's known as REM, stands for rapid eye movement. But what are the 2 main blockers of REM? Knowing this is so vital, because when REM is blocked, our morning erections are blocked too. The first, and this sounds obvious, but if we're waking up through the night because of drinking too much alcohol before going to bed, or it's too hot in the room like right now, or there's too much noise outside or lights coming in, then it's like dominoes. The length and the depth of our sleep is impacted, meaning that we're not completing these cycles in full, meaning that we're not getting to the REM that we need. So doing an honest audit of our sleep quality and adding easy fixes. For example, I use an eye mask and silicone earplugs every night. This has made a huge difference, and it's an easy starting point. And yes, silicone earplugs, they are an absolute game changer. You can thank me later. But starting with that, though, I said there were 2 blockers for REM, and that was just the first. What about the second? Because this is the part that no one talks about. You can sleep 8 hours in a peaceful, dark room and still wake up soft. Why? We've spoken about the length. We've spoken about the depth of the rectangle. But what about the biggest area of all? Inside. Understanding this unlocks what most men do not know. I'd like you to imagine the inside of your rectangle as your internal state when going to bed, your mind and your nervous system. When we go to bed overthinking, in a hyper alert state, feeling worried, anxious or stressed, our brain stays in this vigilant mode, like sleeping with one eye open and one eye closed. And this threat mode blocks the deep REM cycles, because we simply aren't relaxed enough to get there in the first place. This is the silent REM killer. And to be honest, we may as well call it the silent erection killer. That would make a very interesting movie. So I'd like you, in summary, to remember your rectangle. Think length, depth, and the biggest area, what's inside. Now, it's very difficult to get our morning erections back until we know how to fix this inner piece, because it's the biggest part of all, and to break out of what I call the performance anxiety loop. So next, I'd like you to watch this video where I will show you exactly what the performance anxiety loop is and how to break free from it so that you have the simple steps that you need to wake up hard again.